just overlooking some shafts. There's wherever there's a flagging tape, there's a shaft that's from a previous working. And I'm just going to pan around here. And there's a gully down there, trees and stuff. It's all been clear cut last year, so. And there's some more. This is all pile, slag pile, and I dug all that by hand. They used to be all buried under leaf litter, and you'd never know what was here. There's a screen tent. Smile, you're on camera.
Yeah, later.
We're getting ready to just do some milling and sluicing. And I'll just show you one of the shafts here up close. You can see the flagging tape. And it's the hanging wall there. There's a lot of debris and stuff in there. It's full of water now, so anyway, we're not going in those, we're just picking up rock on the surface here. Oh! Okay, so in case this didn't work last time, because I think I forgot to hit record or I didn't push it hard enough. Okay, there's Dad, and he's getting ready to work the mill. And I'll just zoom in a bit here. There's the mill, and you can see there's a green pipe on top. We throw the quartz rocks down that. We've got a, what is that, 5 horsepower?
5.5.
5.5 horsepower engine. That it's been modified to become a hammer mill. It was a lawnmower engine. And it pulverizes the rock into dust. And then what we do then is we have a pump. You can see the shafts behind them. They're marked with flagging tape, but there's a pump up on top of the hill right there behind that tree, and I'll get a close up later, but you can see the hose coming down. So the hose is pumping water, or the pump's pumping water, it's coming out the hose, and we put it into the sluice. And we put the shavings and stuff into the sluice, or the crushings, and collect whatever comes out. So I'm just going to pan around here and just show you. You can see the shafts behind there, and there's like a rock outcrop. And there's Sean working away, and Dad working away, and I got to get to work here in a sec. But okay, and this is just looking at the pile of rock that they left from before. This was all covered in trees and moss and debris. You never even know that there was a pile here. And I dug most of this by hand last fall, and we got the screen tent set up on top of it. So I'm just gonna zoom around here. So what we're doing is we're just picking quartz off the ground here and out of the rock, and we're just milling it and collecting what's coming out. There's the gully down there, it's been clear cut. Now, if you can see those trees, there's more shafts down there, and we have found gold down there, and they follow this rock outcrop here, and I don't know if it's coming through on the video, if you can see that well, but the rock outcrop runs right along here, and it's just a little hill. And the shafts just go along it. Now I'll just run up and get a quick shot of the pump, and then I'll get to work. Okay, so here's the pump, the water pump, and it goes down, and we're just taking enough water out of that to run the sluice, and that's a shaft right there. That's got lots of water in it, so we'll just take a little bit. And the water goes down the hill into the sluice down below. And oh, Dad's firing up the mill, so I'm just going to turn around here so you can see it in operation. It's going to be kind of dusty. Okay, he's got a bucket of quartz there, and he's just going to fire it through. It's just going to pulverize it. And I'm going to try not to get hit by rock here, which is possible, because I'm right in the line of fire. Okay. That's the rock there, that's quartz. Okay, now I better get to work. Yep, right there. Okay, this is, we just milled a bunch of quartz here, and this is, the bucket that it drops into, and this is, I'm just going to do a close-up of what it looks like. It's pretty fine. There's a few pieces that need to be broken down further, but, so then we take that, we either put it in the sluice or put it into a gold pan like this. And Dad's gonna pan it out and see what we get. Okay.
Man, there's some fine powder in here.
Okay, and just before we pan that out, I'm gonna show you some rocks, what the rocks look like when we first start to before crushing. And these are the quartz rocks. They look just like quartz rocks, but these ones have minerals in them. Okay, I don't know how close I can get on this one, but there you can see it there. It's kind of glassy looking. Okay, so we're going to pan this out and see what happens. So I'm just going to follow Dad into the hole, and I might actually unhook the camera so I... Okay. Now I'm going to go down here into the shaft a little bit. And there you can see he's swishing it around, doing his panning thing. See if I can get a better view here. It's a risky spot to be, so I have to be careful not to fall in the water and drown. So there he is panning it out. It starts out, you can see there's a lot of big pieces of rock and junk in the pan. But as you watch it, as he does it, it'll pan down to fine powder. Okay, so I might pause it here until he's ready to show some gold, because my battery's getting low.
Okay, I've worked it down into black sand, and you'll see some shards from the impact mill, from the blades. But I can see color in here already. You zoom in all that gold color there?
Yep, just hold steady and I'll zoom in and let it focus. Okay, there, we got some gold.
Got some color. So that tells us we're doing the right thing. There's a nice little piece. And there's all kinds of flower gold in there. So that's it.
There's a nice piece there. That's a good one. Awesome.
I don't think I can pan that down any further, but there's all kinds of flower gold in there. Probably half of that is flower gold.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of color in it.
Yeah. That's what we're looking for.
How much dirt do you think went into that pan?
Into the pan?
Into the pan. Rough stuff.
I probably started with 4 cups.
4 cups. That's not bad.
No.
Not too bad at all. Considering we've got a whole bin over there to do, so.
Yeah, a lot of bins.
Okay, I'm gonna shut this off because I think my battery's pretty close to dying. So that's how it's done. Okay, so we've crushed up the rock, and now we're just running it through a sluice. I'll just go over here. So you can see it all going in there as a powder. There's still some big pieces, but not too bad. A lot of it's just powder. And we got the pump pumping the water down into the shaft, or into the sluice. And then in the sluice there's a carpet that catches all the gold, and everything else just comes out the bottom here. So there we are, just putting in buckets at a time. Actually, you can put in quite a bit, and it just flows through. And see if I can get a close-up on what's coming through here. Don't know if you can see too much from that, but it's got a good flow of water to break that surface tension to get the fine pieces. And I'll just come in here really close. It is going into there. Okay, and we'll do this for a bit, and then we'll pan it out and see what we got, and I'll get that on camera.
So what's coming off the end?
Yeah, I showed that. Goes down there. You can see in between the riffles there's material, rocks and heavier stuff stuck in between the riffles in the carpet. Okay, go.
Can you see here?
Okay, so we just sluiced those buckets of rock, crushed rock, and
In there.
I'll zoom in here. You can see the gold sitting in the sluice. There we go. And this is even before we clean the carpet, so the fact that we've got visible gold right now is
Follow my stick.
really good. So,
Okay.
let me just get a close-up.
Yeah.
Oh, I got a good... I just want to get one really close. Just waiting for it to focus here. Might be too close to focus. Really tight. Okay, there it is. Okay, now we'll pan it. Okay, so we sluiced all that stuff. Now we're gonna see what we got here in the pan. Yeah, there's some gold there. I got about 2 minutes left on this. Yep. Oh, look at that. It's all through it. It's all black sand and shards of the blade from the mill.
Some stuff down here.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Down in here.
Lots of nice nuggies in there.
Nice nuggies. Some good gold in there. Good pure stuff.
Yep.
Look down
It's
here.
almost pure.
All flower gold.
Here,
You see it?
oh, hold her still.
All in there.
Try and get it to focus on it here. Try like this. Okay.
Okay.
It's pretty good.
Get it close up?
Yep.